Have you ever looked at the world and thought, if God is really good, why does he let so many terrible things happen? Why do innocent people suffer while the corrupt seem to thrive? And if God truly loves us, why doesn't he stop tragedy before it reaches us? These questions aren't just philosophical, they're personal. When pain hits home, when prayers seem ignored, we start to wonder whether God's goodness is real or just something we were taught to believe. The greatest struggle many believers face isn't disbelief in God's existence, it's doubt in his goodness. We expect that faith should protect us from suffering, and when life hurts, that expectation collapses. Job, one of the most faithful men in the Bible, wrestled with the same confusion. He lost his wealth, his children, and his health all within days. Even his friends told him that his pain must have been punishment. But Job asked the question we all ask, why? In Job 2:10, he says, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" That single verse reframes suffering, not as betrayal, but as part of a larger story. Pain was never part of God's original design. In Genesis 1, everything God made was good. Suffering entered when humanity chose independence from him. Genesis 3 shows that sin opened the door to death, decay, and pain, not just physical, but spiritual. God didn't create evil, but he allows human freedom, and freedom includes the power to choose wrongly. That freedom breaks things, families, societies, even our own hearts. But here's the paradox. God doesn't waste the pain he allows. In Genesis 50:20, Joseph tells his brothers, the same ones who sold him into slavery, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." What people mean for evil, God can bend toward redemption. Job's suffering ended in restoration. Joseph's betrayal became salvation for nations. Jesus' crucifixion, humanity's greatest injustice, became the path to our forgiveness. Isaiah 53:3 calls Jesus a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. God didn't stay distant from pain, he stepped into it. So what does that mean for you? It means your pain isn't random. It's not meaningless. God may not cause every storm, but he never wastes one. James 1:3 says, "The testing of your faith produces perseverance." Suffering often reveals what comfort hides. In trials, we learn that faith isn't about control, it's about trust. Maybe you've been praying for healing, for justice, or for answers that haven't come yet. God's silence doesn't mean he's absent. Sometimes he's teaching you to see beyond what's visible, to grow roots, not just branches. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him." One day the why behind every tear will make sense. Revelation 21:4 promises, "He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain." Until that day, remember this. God's goodness isn't proven by the absence of pain, but by his presence in it. He walks through fire with us. He redeems what's been lost. He turns broken stories into testimonies. The cross looked like defeat until the resurrection proved otherwise. Your pain may look like the end of your story, but in God's hands, it's only a chapter. So when life hurts, ask not, "Why me?" Ask, "What are you teaching me?" Because behind every heartbreak, there's a hand still holding yours. If this message helped you see suffering through a new lens, consider subscribing to Faith Explained. where we unpack big questions about God, life, and the Bible in simple, honest ways. Comment below what topic you'd like explained next. Remember, faith doesn't remove life's storms. It anchors you through them.